They don't walk a lot. They're 12th with 222. So what they're going to do is try to make you make mistakes.
Hamilton lifts one to left. Freeman broke back, now has to race in and makes the catch. And once again, Adam Plutko.
Here it is. The Cleveland Indians team against the Kansas City Royals.
We got you. Now get Wendy's delivered through DoorDash and have one of our Made to Crave hamburgers brought right to you. Sure, you have to get off the couch to answer the door, but when the hamburgers look this good, we think you'll manage. Get Wendy's delivered through DoorDash.
No, he didn't. Oh, yes, he did. Let's go Mets.
Rivalries are tough.
Go Nats. That's not what this says.
Saving money with Geico is easy. Geico, proud partner of MLB.
The popular Roundup weed killer has been linked to non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, as evidenced by a recent multi-million-dollar verdict. If you use Roundup and have been diagnosed with cancer, call 1-800-ELK-OHIO.
Curiouser and curiouser, said Alice. The rabbit hole went straight on like a tunnel for some way. I've seen a cat without a grin, but a grin without a cat? Hey Mercedes, end audio, change lighting to soft blue.
The completely reimagined 2020 GLE with intelligent voice control and available third row. Your adventure awaits. Visit your local Mercedes-Benz dealer for exceptional lease and financing offers. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Street Indians baseball on Fox Sports Go, presented by T-Mobile.
Take a look at our stat of the game brought to you by Buick. The Indians swept by Kansas City back in April. They're 16-11 against everybody else. That was just a disastrous series in Kansas City. And I mentioned to you before the game, Corey Kluber and Carlos Carrasco combined for 3 1/3 innings pitched in their 2 starts, and they gave up 12 runs.
Right.
So just...
It was a bad series. You left Kansas City. I remember you left in early April going, my goodness,
what just happened?
But this Royals team, you know they're going to come after you. They don't care. They're going to play until the final out.
Mike Freeman getting the start in left field. He started 17 games this year. He has a hit or a walk in all 17.
That's hard to do. You're not out there every day. You know, you're trying to keep some consistency, and you're playing maybe once a week, or, you know, you may play a couple days in a row and then sit for a week. Not easy to do, because that's the toughest thing, is knowing plate coverage when you're not out there every day. Against, you know, major league pitchers that are throwing you everything but the kitchen sink.
Now the 1-2. Went up the ladder and struck him out. 3rd strikeout now for Keller, 1 down. Back to the top of the order.
Well, Carlos Santana has advanced to the first ever Google MLB All-Star starter selection. Now you can make him a starter. Vote at MLB.com/vote or search MLB Vote on Google. That'll be starting Wednesday at noon. Remember, at noon, and then it ends the next day at 4 o'clock.
Well, so you don't have long.
No, 28 hours, that's it.
Francisco Lindor ground out his first time up. Takes a little two-seamer for a strike. Batting over 300 in the month of June. 7 homers, 7 doubles, 4 homers. And he has scored 14 runs in the month of June.
Sorry about that, Matt. Arch, can you do those hours again so everybody makes sure they can...
Wednesday at noon to Thursday at 4 o'clock.
So 28 hours.
Yeah. Isn't that what you said?
You said 24.
All right, 28. I said 28.
No, you do things different where you're...
Murph, turn them off.
Mute.
Fair enough.
Here's the 1-2. Lindor goes down Hackett. That's 4 now for Keller.
Fiddlesticks.
4 out of the last 5 hitters.
Well, you're going to see 3 at every position. And that's the full screen at left, center, right, and on the infield and across the board. Catcher and DH. And that's who you can vote for.
Two down as Oscar Mercado steps in. An infield single his first time up. Looks at the ball in the dirt. Mercado with a liner to right field. Back goes Merrifield. Makes the catch.
Fiddlesticks.
And the inning. So Mercado scorches one. But the Indians go 1-2-3. No score after 3 in Cleveland.
The new Passport is the perfect headliner with underfloor cargo space and Honda Sensing for when the show must go on. Your new playlist is better with a Honda.
Upgrade to the all-new Passport for only $33,890. Shop NorthernOhioHondaDealers.com. The Kangaroo's pouch provides comfort and security for the little ones inside. Possibly the inspiration behind Hanes Comfort Flex Fit with a breathable pouch. That and probably this. Hanes Comfort Flex Fit.
I'm with Ricky Fowler, who made a roller coaster at the top over a subtle buried elephant.
Or made a tough putt over a bump on the green.
Easy as always. I wish you were my mortgage guy. He's always saying, escrow this, VOE that, FHA. What does PMI even mean, Rick? Back to you, Scott.
Dude, that got weird.
It really did.
Try Rocket Mortgage. It's simple.
Golf can be complex, but understanding your mortgage is simple. Rocket Mortgage by Rocket Loans, America's largest mortgage lender.
Life is more than just good in Northern Ohio. It's better, especially with Honda's all-wheel drive Passport. Enjoy better features than the competition, like Honda Sensing Standard. Enjoy monumental savings on the Passport this 4th of July at NorthernOhioHondaDealers.com.
Here, Progressive Field, no score. Adam Plutko has been dominant through the first 3. Indians have 3 hits, but not been able to crack the scoreboard. Top of the order for Kansas City. Whit Merrifield leading it off. Bounced to short his first time up.
There's 22 pitches coming into this inning for Plutko. 8 in the first, 7 and 7. He's been dealing, throwing a lot of strikes. But this is a team that they will swing early and often.
The long fly ball hit the deep left field, and that is gone. A home run. Kansas City strikes first with Merrifield's 11th home run of the year. His second this season against Cleveland. And the Royals take a 1-0 lead.
Well, you're going to see a breaking ball. It was upstairs a little bit, 86. And you can see it hit a bench up there and come back into play. So it was a home run.
Now Nicky Lopez takes a fastball strike.
Ball 1.
That's the 79th home run for Kansas City this year. And almost 62% of their home runs coming into tonight were solo shots.
Yeah, I know.
Ball 2.
The way that
Strike 1.
goes, solo shots.
Strike 2.
74% of their homers are solo shots. That's the highest percentage. Kansas City, the 4th highest solo home run rate. You see the
Ball
rain
1.
once again, and it looks heavy, and the grounds crew is perched behind the tarp.
It's heavy enough for people to take shelter.
And a foul right back.
Foul.
Nicky Lopez fly to left, his only time up. And Pletko punches him out. Second strikeout tonight for the Indians.
Strike 3, you're out.
Our great clip of the game from yesterday, Zach Plesac. What a terrific outing. Literally handcuffing Detroit.
Well, he actually started the game off giving up 3 hits, and then he settled in. Gave him 7 innings. And, he's out there learning something new every single time he starts a ball game.
Strike 1.
Gordon went around, it's 0-2. John Farrell was in town over the weekend. He worked the TV on the Fox Sports
Strike 2.
telecast coverage of the Indians-Tigers game on Saturday. And Zach Plesac is the first Indians pitcher to throw 7 innings and allow 2 or fewer runs in 4
Ball
6
1.
career starts since John Farrell did that in 1987.
I remember that year for Farrell.
Bring him up, another low heater.
Strike 3, you're out.
Back-to-back Ks for Adam Pletko, and there are 2 down there in the 4th.
Go down just with a low dart fastball right there. Gordon knew it. He's going to start walking back. That was just paint.
Hunter Dozier popped up on the infield first time up. Off the end of the bat, center field, Mercado makes the grab. So after the solo homer by Merrifield, the Royals go 1-2-3.
3 out. 1, 2, 3.
So Kim, you going for a big Drive Safe and Save discount? Yep. Using the app? I've been quite vigilant. Easy.
But you're in labor.
Don't mess with my discount! Get a discount up to 30% with Drive Safe and Save.
It's a triple play of savings at Ganley.
Triple play.
0 down, 0% financing, 0 payments till summer during the triple play of savings at all 3 Ganley Subaru locations: Bedford, North Olmsted, and Wicks.
Available now with Spectrum On Demand.
Everyone remembers the moment they fell in love with Dumbo. Now, a Disney legend returns for a whole new generation.
You can do it, Dumbo.
Disney's Dumbo, rated PG. Available all month long with Spectrum On Demand.
Wednesday, the Gold Cup continues on FS1. A star is on the rise for the U.S. And he's just getting started. Now, Tyler Boyd and the U.S. men's national team are back in action in a showdown with Panama. The Gold Cup, Panama, USA. Wednesday at 9 Eastern on FS1 and the Fox Sports app.
Back here in Cleveland,
rain delay.
Burst. The grounds crew rolls out the tarp. Mike Winter said, "Yep, bring it out. Hopefully this doesn't last long, but keep the field in decent playing condition."
Well, certainly they won't have to redo anything because they had the tarp on it quick enough.
Yeah, they got it out there quick. You're right.
They sure did, and this has been expected throughout the night.
Well, they said 7:45. It's 7:55, so you're right. It's almost on schedule as predicted. And again, hopefully this won't last terribly long. Not an official game at this point. 1-0 Kansas.
Rain delay.
And Adam Pletko really was throwing the ball well. Gave up 1 solo shot, but I mean, my goodness, 8 pitches, 7 pitches, 7 pitches, 11 pitches in 4 innings.
That's what I'm thinking. This game had really nice tempo to it. The only hit for Kansas City was Merrifield, who just let off that inning with a home run, and then it's boom, see you later. These two guys are pretty much throwing strikes, and guys were swinging the bats.
Indians trying to maintain a pretty good roll right now, both offensively and the way they've been pitching. Indians came in winning 8 of their last 10, just 8 games back in Minnesota now in the Central. And finally some hope where, you look back and through the month of May, things just didn't look real good for this ball club the way things were going. But here in the month of June, a complete turnaround offensively. I think that's the big key.
I do too. Offensively, they started to do some things right. They were scoring some runs. They're averaging, like you said, almost 6 runs a game, and winning 14 out of 20 games this month, which is the best winning percentage in the American League. So, there's signs. There's positive. They're feeling good about themselves. They got a little swagger going,
Yeah.
So, and that's what you have to do. They've been playing well at home. They've been playing much better in their own division, and that's something that is desperately needed. They've had to do that, and they're doing that with still a lot of guys out of the lineup are hurt.
Well, and I also think because of how difficult the first 2 months of the season were, they know now that they can't take anybody lightly. Forget about Kansas City coming in last in the Central Division. Forget about their record. I think they recognize that they're not talented enough to just throw their gloves out there and expect to win.
No, this is the big leagues. Anybody can beat you on any given night. Any pitcher can shut you down. It doesn't matter. That was shown early in the this season. But you got to go out there, you got to play every night, and you got to do your best. And they're holding off. They've done a great job to this point. And right now, you just, as you do, like we said, win your series 2 out of 3 every series, and you're going to be A-okay.
Yeah, coming off their 4th sweep of the season, and as Andre pointed out when he talked to Oscar Mercado before the game, Oscar said, let's see, in our last 3 divisional series, we've gone, 3, 6, 8 and 1.
Yeah.
He rattled that right off, and that was pretty good because that tells you that, whether you want to put too much emphasis on divisional games or not, they're thinking about it. They understand how important these games are.
Yes, they're very important. And that's how they've won a lot, division titles 3 straight, taking care of their own division. And they've been very good at it, and they still have a long way to go because we're inside our division going into the break for the most part. And then coming out, we get Minnesota. So, we look ahead. They can't. They've just got to play 1 series at a time. There's the upcoming schedules going into the All-Star break. We'll get this 3 in Kansas City, then we head out on the road, and the next 8 will be on the road at Baltimore, 3 in Kansas City, and then 2 in Cincinnati, and you'll see what Minnesota does. They have Tampa, the White Sox, Oakland, and Texas. So, there's...
And a lot of head-to-head games with Minnesota. So, if you're going to close the gap, those are the games you have to win.
Yeah, those are must-wins.
And just there's a lot of baseball left to be played. What's on everyone's mind is what will they do in terms of potential moves, front office-wise? If you're close enough in the division, how close is close enough, right?
I don't worry about that.
They're not going to call?
No, they're not going to call us for any advice.
What do you think about this move?
Yeah, no, they're not going to call. Well, hey, if they need something, they'll go looking for it. And if don't, they may trade somebody and pick something up. We don't know.
Well, we're going to take a break right now with the rain falling. We've got a little flashback for you. Remember 2017, the 22-game winning streak? Well, let's flash back to September 14th.
2017.
22nd win in a row right here in Cleveland against the Kansas City Royals. 2-2 as we go to the bottom of the 10th, and let's go back to the bottom of the 9th. As Francisco Lindor.
2017. No.
Alex Gordon. As Eric Gonzalez sprinted over the tying run. Look at the reaction of his teammates.
Keep it coming. Yeah, that gives them life. That tied the ball game up, sent it to extra innings. And I'll tell you, the Indians, look at that. You don't think he wanted to do that? They are 8 for 21 today when they have 2 strikes out. Those 2 hits in the 9th inning came with 2 strikes. Naquin and Lindor. So, down to their last strike, there's no quit.
Brandon Maurer is on the pitch now for Kansas City. Jose Ramirez to lead it off for the Tribe, and he takes a first pitch strike. Strike. Brandon Maurer started the year with the Padres, all in all, not great numbers. right center field into the gap. It'll be cut off by Lorenzo Cain. And Ramirez is going for two. Here's the throw. He is saved. Unbelievable hustle.
I mean, seriously, you don't think that's a will to get to second base? When Lorenzo Cain, one of the better center fielders in the game, has the ball in front of him, and he was challenging. He thought he was going to stop. And Jose just never stops. That's his 50th double. Watch this. It surprised him, I believe. He had to put a little extra on the throw. It wasn't accurate. Instead of getting rid of it quickly, that's what pressure can do. But this kid is something special here. My goodness. Look at, he was thinking of stopping and then challenging. Great hustle. That's the winning run, folks.
We showed you that double from yesterday, earlier in the game, and it was the same sheer determination and will. And now Edwin Encarnacion takes a strike. The winning run in scoring position here in the bottom of the 10th.
I think 99% of the people would have stopped at first base in that situation.
And Edwin swinging for the downs comes up empty. It's 0-2.
September 14, 2017.
Bauer's 0-2. Up and away. He's just rearing back and throwing it as hard as he can right now, hoping he can get out of this jam.
Weather delay.
Encarnacion, Jay Bruce to follow. And a foul right back. He was on that one, but at 97, tough to square up. And the 1-2 way outside. Encarnacion takes, and that evens the count. Nerves are a bit frazzled here in Cleveland, Ohio. And the 2-2. Stuck that outside, and now a full count. The crazy thing about this is that you have that feeling, and yet it's just a regular season game. It's just history they're playing for.
No, they want to keep this thing rolling, boy. They want to go to number 22.
The 3-2. Check, did he go? The appeal, he did not. And a walk to Encarnacion. But you know what I'm saying? It's not like Game 7 of a postseason series where you know if you don't win, it's over. There's still another game tomorrow, but this has a different feel than any regular season game I can remember.
No doubt. Ramirez tonight has been right in the middle of it all. First two at-bats, base hits, down in the count with 2 strikes. Then he hits the double that made it interesting and set up that inning. They didn't score, but here it is. I mean, this is sheer will. This is wanting to get yourself in scoring position, challenge the center fielder to make a good throw, and he did not.
Now Jay Bruce. Wow, almost hit him. Jay is 0 for 3, walked back in the 6th inning. And the fans with the Bruce call. And out to the mound, these are actual boos.
Maybe some of them.
They're not Butera calls as he goes to talk to Bauer.
Yeah, you can see he's starting to speed it up a little bit. He was basically all fastballs early. And then Ramirez got on second. He had Encarnacion down, and he ended up taking that walk and working himself back to get on first base.
The 1-0. Get off the plate.
These are the two guys that had the opportunity back in the 8th inning. Jay Bruce, Santana on deck. That could have tied the game for the Indians then.
Ripped to right. Down the line. Fair ball. It's a walk-off for number 22.
Wow. They beat the Royals before then. September is 14th, 2017. A W for win-win.
Much closer, if at all, to a postseason-like reaction than what you've seen here tonight, because nobody's screaming for the exits. They want to savor it. They want to soak it all in. Everybody here
Win together.
You're part of history. A winning streak like this, incredible.
You'll never see it again.
22 straight. The only win streak longer than this one now in Major League history occurred over 100 years ago.
They were down to their last strike in the ninth, and they tied it. They get that opportunity.
Final 10.
Had the opportunity to tie it up. Jay Bruce comes up clutch.
Remember what we talked about way back at the very top of the telecast tonight? Jay Bruce. When Jay Bruce arrived,
I don't know about.
now 31-5 since his addition to the ball club, and we go downstairs to Andre.
Thank you, guys. First of all, Jose, there's a word that you always use that you tell everybody when you play. Tell everybody the word that means the most to you about baseball, being aggressive.
You just have to be aggressive and always know that we're the best and have to fight until the end.
Jay, what about this guy has impressed you so much since you've gotten here?
Everything. Everything. This guy, he plays the game literally with his hair on fire. And I know there's a shirt and all that stuff.
Hair on fire.
I mean, he's amazing. He's been amazing, man. He really has. He's a spark plug. Him and Francisco at the top there. He does it all, man. He does it. I asked him what kind of hitter he was today, and I said, no, I got it.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
Last inning. Were you okay? What went through your mind to go to second when you hit the ball?
¿Qué estaba pensando cuando corriste hasta la segunda?
Bueno, yo no pensé que iba a ser doble, pero yo vi como que el center field se me durmió un chin, entonces como yo agresivo seguí porque tenía un buen chance de llegar.
I didn't think it was going to be a double, but then I saw the
22, 2, 2, 22, 2, 2, 22, 2, 2.
to execute it.
Jose, great game. We appreciate it. We're going to talk to Jay a little bit more. Jay, this is just your normal ho-hum September game, right?
Oh, my God, man. Nothing like it. Nothing like it.
For you, having the situation in the 8th and being able to come back up in the 10th, do you even think about that when you're going up to bat, when you had a chance to win it earlier?
You know, it frustrated me, it really did, you know, because I take a lot of pride in you know, producing runs, driving in runs, and, you know, it was a ball I thought I should have caught earlier in the game, and, you know, I wanted an opportunity to pick my teammates up, and I got that again here in the 10th.
You talk about Jose and Lindor being spark plugs. What is it like playing with two young guys?